Real Madrid won, Real Sociedad 0. It was a solid game from Real Madrid. I think Real Madrid got what they wanted. They want a game that it's they could save energy, they could do whatever they want, and I think they did it. They did whatever they want. For example, the game they were the guest. Obviously, the Real Sociedad is one of the greatest teams in the La Liga. As a squad. They had Kobo, Oyarzabal, Zuimendi, and so many other players. Ramirez. They're very important for Real Sociedad squad, and they're very solid players. So Real Madrid didn't have an easy match, but today they completely controlled the game, and they controlled it so perfectly that Sociedad couldn't make a lot of chances, although they made it. For example, Lunin actually made a lot of saves, and Lunin became also the best player of the match, obviously. But it was not the opportunities that Sociedad players had. It was not in a way that we could say, okay, they could score 2 or 3 goals. Yes, they had a chance, but if you had a great goalkeeper, you will save it, which Real Madrid had it, and they did it. And I think this is what Angelotti exactly wanted. Also, before the game, when the squads are published, when I see that there was a ENDRICK, Arda Güler, and some players that normally do not play for Real Madrid so much, they played for Madrid as a first 11 player. I understood that for Angelotti, Copa España is not very important. They are mostly focusing on La Liga or Champions League, which is completely makes sense. And Champions League, they are on quarter final. They are going to play against Atletico Madrid, which we know that how it doesn't matter how Atletico Madrid's situation is, even if they are in a relegation part, they are always played their best game ever, the best game they have in the season against Madrid. So it completely makes sense that Real Madrid try to save energy for the La Liga, which also they have a game against Real Betis, especially with the GOAT Antony. You know, the GOAT Antony red card also forgiven, so he will be on the game against Real Madrid. That's gonna be very very special game that Real Madrid has an honor to play against GOAT Antony. And so today, after this game, there's two other things that was very very important for me. First, let's go for the squad, the lineup, how it went the Real Madrid players uh, grades. Lunin got 8, the best player of the match. This platform believes that Bellingham is the best, but also after the game they gave it the reward to the Lunin. He completely deserved it. He did a lot of saves, and he was very very important for the game. That how he save it. Another part, there was Asensio, Chouameni, Rudiger, Garcia. I liked how Garcia played. Actually, I prefer a day Angelotti in an important man choose Fran Garcia over Mendy. I got tired of like the maximum performance that Mendy has in this season. It was having doing nothing in a match. This is the best performance he did, and for me, it doesn't. It's not acceptable that. Yeah, I know Garcia is not good in defending, but also Mendy, he's never been good. Never been good. The maximum thing he can do is doing nothing, like getting 6.8, 6.9, and doing literally nothing. And I hope Adega Angelotti make a decision, step up, and change Garcia with Mendy. Another part, Rudiger, he did a lot of physical contact. He could save more energy, but acceptable game. Chouameni, the best game I ever seen from Chouameni while he's playing in a defending position. He was very good. Another side, Asensio. I want to talk about him because also at the end of the first half, if you remember, they stopped the game because of uh, the races stuff that happened against Asensio from Real Sociedad fans. Although the TV was showing Vinicius picture too much, but it was not because of Vinicius. Because at the beginning also me, I thought maybe it happened something about Vinicius, but it was not about Vinicius. It was about Asensio, and this is much more weird because Asensio is a white Spanish player that maybe in the future he will play for Spanish team team. So I don't understand. For me, it doesn't make sense that doing a racist things against Asensio in the Real Sociedad in the Spanish from Spanish clubs and fans, and your own nationality say racist thing to your own nationality. It's completely crazy for me, and it was obviously Asensio didn't play well because he was so got impact from the what did he heard from the fans. So today I'm not going to judge about him because it was not very good for him. Another part Arda Güler, he played as a right winger. He was not good. He never was good as a winger because he should play as a midfielder or number 10, not as a winger. Because he doesn't have a speed, he doesn't have a pace, he doesn't have a physical to defend. He's only can do midfielder, and he sent actually very good passes to the other side of the pitch. But as I said, as a winger, he was not good. Kamavinga and Ceballos, they was also good. Bellingham, good match. He was good in defending, attacking, but sometimes he made some wrong choices that if he could make decision even better, maybe Real Madrid could score one or two goals more. But in general, how Bellingham did play was perfect. And also, I want to especially talk about Ceballos. I said that Ancelotti goal was passing this game without happening anything. Even if Real Madrid make a draw or lose in this match, it would be no problem for Real Madrid. And lose like 1-0, lose, not 2-0 or 3-0. If it was like 1-0, it was okay for Madrid because the second game is in Santiago Bernabeu, and it's like another 40 days later. So for Real Madrid, even 0-0 or 1-0 down, it was okay, but they won it and they are happy. But now there is an injury happened for Ceballos. Uh, it's not completely sure that how many play game he will not be available. But as long as now, like it's like 1 hour passed from the match, he missed 5 match, which is 2 game in Champions League against Atletico Madrid, Real Betis, Villarreal, and then we go for FIFA Day. So he is kind of lucky in this situation, but also unlucky about the losing Champions League. He will not be able to play against Atletico Madrid. And also at the end, I want to talk about ENDRICK. Why ENDRICK is so important? When Real Madrid bought ENDRICK, everyone was thinking that he's gonna be first team player, and Real Madrid bought it for first team player, but he's not. I think maybe he's ambitious, also set it in a way that he's gonna be a second player of Real Madrid. When Real Madrid needs a goal or needs a change, he will be arrived. And because there is a Mbappe, there is a Rodrigo, there is a Vinicius, they are all young. It's impossible to uh, change and bring Endrick instead of them. Although Endrick shows a crazy performance. Otherwise, for me, it's completely impossible that something like this happens for Endrick. But Endrick has the potential to be another Nacho. Being another Nacho is also an honorable thing because when I'm always watching Real Madrid match, the highlights from the Champions League or important match, always there is Nacho. And 95% of the games he played very good. And as you can see, also Real Madrid wins a lot of Champions League, a lot of trophies, and Nacho was very important because always Real Madrid had an injury in a defending part, and always there was a Nacho who was saving Real Madrid. And for me, being next Nacho is an honor, and I hope ENDRICK could step up and show a performance that he could be ever replace Mbappe or Vinicius or Rodrigo. But even if he couldn't, being a next Nacho is a perfect, obviously the best thing that he can do for next years in his career. By the way, guys, thank you very much for watching the video. Let me know in the comments that what do you think about the Real Madrid in the Copa del Rey and also in La Liga next match that they have against Real Betis. Let me know. See you guys. Ciao, ciao.